Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back. Today we are going to talk about the motion, as already we have talked about the force. So today we are going to talk about the motion and types of the motion. So first of all, we will discuss that what is the motion. An object is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to its surrounding in given time. It means if any object changes its position according to the surrounding, then it is said to be in the motion. So all the things around us, if they are changing their positions, then we can say that these objects, these things are in the condition of the motion. Motion is always observed and measured with a point of the reference. All the living things show motion, whereas non-living things show motion only when some force is acting on it. As we have discussed that if any object is in the condition of the rest, then it can't change its position till any force, any external force is applied to that object. So now we will move to the types of the motion. Actually, there are the three types of the motion which are given in front of you here on the screen. From them, one is the translatory motion, second one is the circular motion, and the third one is the vibratory motion. And here we will discuss about the translatory motion. That what is the translatory motion? Actually, the motion in which all points of a moving body move uniformly along a straight line is called the translatory motion. Means this motion of the objects in a straight path or in a curved path. When all particles of the body moves straight or the direction of their movement is in a straight path, then this type of motion is called the translatory motion. Here are types of the translatory motion as these are in front of you. There are two types of the translatory motion as given in front of you. One of them is the rectilinear motion and second one is the curvilinear motion. As I have already told you in the definition that translatory motion defines the motion of objects in a straight path or in a curved path when all the particles are moving along with the straight path or that path. So here rectilinear motion defines the movement of the objects in a straight line. Whenever if any body is moving in a straight path or in a straight way, then the motion of that object is obviously translatory motion, but this will be defined as in the type that is the rectilinear motion here. It is in front of you two examples here that cars are moving in a straight path. As on the road, the cars are in a straight path. So the motion of these cars can be said as the rectilinear motion of the cars. So again we have another example here, that is the armed forces are also moving in a straight path. So the movement of these soldiers can also be said as the rectilinear motion here. Now the second, as I have told that when the bodies or objects are moving in a curved path, then their motion is also called the translatory motion. But it will come to the second type, which is the curvilinear motion here. So how we can define? By the definition, if a body moves along a curved path, then it is said to be that this is in the motion of the curvilinear motion. So this was the second type. Most of the objects move in curved path and their motion is in the curved path, so their motion is called to be the curvilinear motion here. So again, here is the definition of the translatory motion. Please note down the definition of translatory motion: the motion in which all points of a moving body move uniformly in the same line or in the same direction is called the translatory motion. As again, this is the rectilinear motion. If body is moving in a straight line or it is in the straight path, then it is said to be as the rectilinear motion. As again, it's in front of you that car is moving in a straight path, and again the soldiers are also moving in a straight path, so these all the motions are said to be the rectilinear motions. Curvilinear motions, if a body moves along a curved path, is said to be have the curvilinear motion. So like these are the examples again in front of you. If any vehicle is moving in a curved path, or any car, anything else which is in front of you is moving in the curved roads which are made mostly in the mountains, or any curve like the pencil, so this is also in front of you here. So another type of the motion which is called the circular motion. If an object is moving in a circular path, when it moves around a fixed point, means the motion of an object in fixed point is called the circular motion. When a body as a whole moves in a circular path, its motion is called the revolution, and the body is said to revolve like the earth revolves around the sun. So this is the biggest example around us, which is the example of the circular motion here. So again we have the circular motion example, the rotation of the earth, the fan which is moving here. So these all the examples are related to the motion of the objects in circular path. So these all are called the motion in the circular path, because these all the movements are around a fixed point, and whenever any motion which is in the circular path, not only the circular path but it's moving around a fixed point, then this motion, these all the things are called to be the motion. Okay, so now another example we have for the random motion. Actually, when anybody is moving irregular, means there is no any straight path, there is no any curved path, and there is no any fixed point to move. So these all the things when happen, these are called the motion in the randomly. So we have the oscillatory motion when a body moves to and fro, means if any object is moving between 2 points, so the motion of that object is called the oscillatory motion. So this is the definition for the oscillatory motion here. So note down the definition, and we have here examples of the oscillatory motion, like there is oscillations of a wall clock which is in front of you here, and the kids are playing here, and this is also the motion which is in the to and fro motion. So again we have another example, like oscillatory motion can also be said as to be the vibratory motion, because vibratory motion is also to and fro motion. So we can say that oscillatory motion, vibratory motion, these two both are related together. So vibratory motion, oscillatory motion, these are two examples of these movements and the motion. So as we have the examples like the musical instruments, so the motion like the wires is a vibratory motion here. It's a to and fro motion of the objects here. Like the musical instruments mostly use the vibratory motion here to move to and fro and change in size and shape whenever there was a force which is applied. There was a change in the shape and size only there. So now these were the example for the vibratory motion here, to and fro motion. Again, vibratory motion is also called the periodic motion. So what is the period? First of all, we will discuss that what is the period. Actually, period is the interval of the time between 2 points, and by the definition we can say when the same motion repeats itself after equal interval of the time, we call it periodic motion. Like wall clock is in front of you here, so the motion of these clocks and the motion of the earth and the motion of the moon and the motion of the sun, these all are the example of the periodic motion, because these have 2 points, like one of them is the starting point and second one is the end point. So now note down the definition again of the vibratory motion. Sometimes whole object does not show to and fro motion, but a part of it show this motion. Such a motion is termed as the vibratory motion, and this motion is actually very fast to and fro motion. So this is the definition for the vibratory motion. Note down all the instruments like the musical instruments, as I have told you, shows the vibratory motion here. Not only this, wall clock and the motion of the earth and the motion of the moon, these all I have told you that these are the motions which are related to the periodic motion, which are related to the oscillatory motion, which are related to the vibratory motion. You can say them any of the motion there, that these all the motions are related to the only and only single motion, which is called the vibratory motion here. So this was all about the motions and the types of the motions here. Let's have some examples of the motions, like we have the drawing water from the well. The pulley on which the rope runs has a circular motion and the bucket has a linear motion. So here are the two examples, like we have the circular motion and also the linear motion. Both are defined in only a single example here. And again we have an example like swing machine. The motion of a swing machine is also the oscillates here, and the wheel rotates. It's a circular motion. These both can be defined in a single. Motion of earth, as we know that earth revolves around the sun, thus showing the circular motion. It rotates around its axis, showing the rotatory motion. Both above the motions are repeated a fixed interval of the time. So it shows the periodic motions too here, because it has 2 points of the motion, because the interval of the time defines here the motion, like the oscillatory motion, like the periodic motion here. So this is also the motion of the earth, which is defined as a circular motion not only, but periodic motion also. So when a person rides a bicycle, the cycle and the cyclist shows the translatory motion, but the wheels shows the circular motion here. So again a single example but defines the two type of the motions like the circular motion and the translatory motion here. So thank you very much. I think this is an other example for you, which is the screw, and it is moving both in the rectilinear and the rotatory motion here. This is an other example here which is defining the rectilinear and rotatory motion. Thanks a lot for watching the videos and for your positive feedback. Thank you very much.